Hello everyone and welcome to this webinar. How are you guys doing today? Well, let's see. One second, guys. Good morning, good morning. Let's give it 1 minute for everyone to join us. Alrighty. Okay, so Larry, good morning. Good morning, Mladen. How you doing? Edward, good morning, guys. Nick, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Nick, Maria, Julia. So I believe everyone is tuned right now. So we are ready to start. So let's start with the pound against the US dollar. Market yesterday dropped significantly. We expected to drop, of course, but we said we're gonna stay flat on this market as retail traders, right? Because there is literally no entry to take advantage of that unless, of course, you go to the lower time frames and you do some market structure, lower highs and lower lows, breakout here, lower low, retest, bearish engulfing, off you go. But depends, are you in front of the computer right at this moment at 2:15 broker time? If not, then maybe that wasn't an ideal trade setup. So on the hourly chart though, let's zoom in a little bit. What do we see? 26th, 25th. Yesterday there were some signals from the 20 period moving average. This small candle here, about 10 pips to make 20, and this bearish engulfing, which 20 pips, it's still trying to make for, actually this morning made 40 pips. So Larry asked was yesterday's webinar recorded? Absolutely. The team will edit it and upload it when it's going to be ready. Mogiol said good morning Theo and everyone. Ali Yu said good morning from Nigeria. Nice to have you on this webinar. Rumen and Cherry both said good morning and welcome to the webinar. Darshan, what do you mean, GM? Good Good morning. Okay, thank you, Darshan. Thanks for making my life so complicated trying to understand. I'm joking. Good morning, my friend. Well, next one, euro against the US dollar, and pretty much similar behavior with the sterling. Yesterday we commented that this is not a double bottom, so traders must be careful with that. Strong bearish and break and close below the strong support indicates sellers are likely to be in control. It's also suspected to a false breakout. We need 2 days to close below the the support to make it a valid new resistance. So be careful with that, but you guys see the price action here. It just speaks itself. See that, guys, this price action here printed during the New York session. Towards the end of the New York session, it was this candle after in Sydney and Asian trading session. These 2 candles there. So the market contract within this area. So what did I told you? That an absolute phenomenal breakout strategy in a strong trending market is a breakout of this 4-hour consolidation. Next one was especially if the market anticipated the weak CPI numbers in the next few days by the European Central Bank. Australian dollar against the US dollar, daily chart, price made a breakout of this consolidation here. We are in the middle of this range. Better to take trades from top and sell, bottom and buy, rather than interact with the market within a narrow trading range. USD JPY still on the bullish run. Let's go back to the weekly because that's the most relevant. Ideally, we want to see the price tapped into this area of resistance and start shorting from there. I wouldn't take in consideration this line. As you remember, I said there is a possibility for intraday traders to trade from this one here, but for a short term. But honestly, this one here and this one there are the most important, by far the most important resistance where liquidity and volatility may explode. Next one, USD CHF tapped into this area of resistance. It's an absolute phenomenon, this market. It's been since the 1st of September, barely, guys, 20 trading days with no correction on the price action. That's insane. So let's see what's going to happen here. You see that the candles, they start expanded within this strong area of resistance. There is a too much battle between retail traders and try to catch up what the big funded traders are doing. I'm talking about big banks, corporations, some big hedge funds. Not all the hedge funds, they can move the markets. So if we go on the lower time frames, we see the candles here are relatively big compared to these candles here. One thing tells me is that every impulse move follows by a correction, and people, they try to buy the breakouts here. They are buying all the way. If the market it's gonna shake, it's gonna create a nice false breakout that we can take advantage of that, at least for the short term. Next one, USD Canadian dollar, daily chart or weekly chart. Price bounce at an area of strong support, I can say, because it's supported by the 10-period moving average on the weekly chart. That's equivalent to the 50-period moving average on the daily chart. And moving averages, they cross, so it indicates a bullishness in the market. Rejection on the weekly candle here, it means buyers were in control the last week. We are at this lower band on the daily chart now. Price, it's at the lower band of the Bollinger Band. Although, I said many times, if you're gonna, guys, use the Bollinger Bands or any indicator, you make sure you know exactly how it works and all the aspects of the indicator. Price doesn't really, it's not strong to the downside because we see the lower band of the Bollinger bands to have that upward, or it doesn't have a strong downward turn. And the same, the upper band, it becomes pretty much flat. It doesn't expand to the upside. A strong expansion of the upper band within a downtrend, it's one of the strongest indication on the Bollinger Band that the market is in a strong trend. Now, at this area here, we do expect to see some strong bullishness. We don't know until when, because on the daily chart we broke below this level of support, and it's a new structure in the market. But again, the higher time frame, the weekly chart, shows that here maybe a strong bullishness. So let's check the 4-hour chart. Price every time tries to move lower, the indicator push higher, and this is a strong indication of an expansion to the upside. Now, if the expansion happens until this area here, where you can see it's a strong area of resistance, that's all what the market has to give, or maybe it's going to happen until here. So we must trading accordingly. I'm keen to buy today the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, of course on the lower time frames, but I will be very cautious and keep an eye on this area. Sorry, not on this one here, because that's the congestion of the 4-hour chart, and because we trade based on the daily chart, this minor congestion, it's going to help for a strong breakout. But this daily and weekly resistance area definitely taken in consideration. Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, X-Man. Marie, good morning. Good morning. Next one, Kiwi and the US dollar. Honestly, what's going on with this market here? Resistance and support and the moving average. Daily chart, inside candle at the top band, going for a nice bearish engulfing. Maybe 4-hour chart, rejection here. So maybe we're going to see the price to move lower if it closed below the 20-period moving average. For those who are new in trading, this indicator calls Bollinger Band. This we call the upper band for obvious reasons. This we call the lower band for obvious reasons. And the middle one, it's the deviation of 2 and represents the 20-period moving average. It means this line here is plotted based on the closing prices after weighted of the last 19 calculations of low, high, open and close. Automatically it plot the line on the chart. Gold, nice sell-off yesterday, lower close. Today offers some lucrative intraday opportunities. Look at these guys, make lower low. Here it's a support, still room to be hit. Here it's a, if we close on an intraday basis below this area here, nice room to move to the downside. Target this area here. Pound JPY, daily chart within this inside, double inside consolidation. It represents a triangle on the lower time frames. If you see the 4-hour chart like this, strong bearish bias, expected to see a strong move to the downside. Now, what's the thing with that? And we commented, did I comment it on the podcast? I don't remember. I will definitely would like, based on this structure here, I would like to see even an intraday close below this area of support then go to the 1 hour chart and 15-minute chart and try to take advantage of this market. Now, what's the thing with this is that the interest, both monetary policy by the central banks of Japan as well as the UK, they are tightening rates. Let's say they are tightening policy, not rates, because they keep the rates unchanged. But the surprise that expectations wanted the Bank of England to raise the rates by 25 points this month, and surprisingly they didn't. They kept them unchanged, they kept them flat, can help the pound to lose some more of its currency, fiat currency value. So we would love to see some push to the downside, and this is in my hot list with this week's and next week's trading. Very flat on the euro. That's the euro against the JPY. Very flat here. Silver, and then we go to indices on the daily chart. Follows the move, the sell-off of the gold. Strong area of support here, guys. If it's something the commodities has to offer, basically not the gold and the WTI that much, but silver and palladium and platinum and the rest, is that even the end gas, the support and resistance level, the market structure and the patterns for the higher time frames trading are lucrative. It's something very, very predictable and with high probabilities. Even the breakout, see the cycles here, higher high, divergence, breakout here, consolidation, off to go, consolidation, off to go, consolidation, off, consolidation, off. You can capture, let's say, 3 to 4 good waves with these markets. Then double top here, bearish divergence, bearish engulfing, boom, off to go to the short. Another bearish engulfing, we can put stop loss here to break even and enter a new short with stop loss there. Price move, we move our stop loss accordingly until we define the take profit target. Rejection at the top band, boom. It's something that if this is going to show a false breakout like here, it's likely that the market will create that much volatility to create another false breakout beyond that before it continues. It's something we see on the currencies day in, day out. Okay. Let me share the calendar just to make sure everyone understands the major news events for this week. Based on the MetaTrader calendar, that's where we extract the data here. So today is Tuesday and there are no major news events. So tomorrow we're going to be here to comment about the Wednesdays, the day after on Thursdays and Fridays and so on. Any questions so far? We're gonna go on the DAX in a while. Let's check the Dow Jones, or no, let's go with the WTI and N gas, and then we go to the indices. WTI daily chart, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on here? So, weekly chart for those who have listened to the podcast. And I see a few questions here. Theo, where do we find this podcast? You're talking about this podcast every day. Let's find... let me share the website, guys. So, you go at admiralsmarket.com. You click here where it says Analytics. Weekly up, weekly trading podcast here. You click on that, you make sure you press on that. Okay, you scroll down and here it is, 25th of September, market veil, GDP in the US and UK, CPI in Germany, Eurozone and Japan, the major news events. You're going to see here that pretty much almost nobody likes to play it from here because all of us, we do have Spotify and Google and SoundCloud speaker, whichever you prefer. You just click on that and you download it. Actually, you download it on your device, okay? I will share the link. So, what's going on with the WTI here? We said that there is a doji at pretty much right at a strong area of resistance, and the market moved away from its moving averages, where is the comfortability zone of the price. So here it's a strong area of an inside resistance. Let's mark it here on the weekly chart. Moving averages crossed the slow above the fast, and that's the golden cross. That's how we call it. So this is bullish, of course. For the overall, it's bullish, but because in retail trading we speculate on the price move, we try to take advantage of some price move. It's nothing wrong to trade a strong price action of the weekly chart, to trade a counter trend on the daily or the 4-hour chart, guys. But what I see traders wrongly do, they think that if I take sorry guys, cannot see MT5. Oh. Still on the cannot see MT5. Change the screen. I changed the screen. Why you guys cannot see MT5? Oh, from the Zoom. Yes. Just 1 second, guys. Guys, I don't understand on Zoom why it frozen. Just bear with me. Okay. Just 1 second, guys, because on Zoom we have this. Guys on YouTube, do you have image? Do you see the MetaTrader? Yes. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it stopped sending the signal from the to the zoom. So yes, no problem. Guys, apologies, but I cannot help with that. Try to what about now? Do you have picture on Zoom? Yes, is that good? Guys on YouTube, everything still fine for you? Yes. What about YouTube? Oh, good. Yes, no problem. All right. So I was saying that on the WTI, it's nothing wrong to take some counter trend trades. Let's say on the 4-hour chart here. On the 4-hour chart here, price put this bearish engulfing candle, and that was at the beginning of this week actually. So strong price action on the weekly chart right here. 4-hour chart retracement, strong price action, then it's good to take the trade, in my opinion. Also, you have to understand the room of opportunity. Okay, so everyone now has a good image and everything is fine. So let's check the DAX for the London Open. Early this morning I entered on this bearish engulfing because of this retracement on the 1-hour chart. Let me show you here what did I do. I entered here with a 30 pips stop loss including the spread. Market gave almost 30 pips, didn't give more, so I'm still in this trade. I have a take profit target here at exactly 2 to 1, and everything is bearish here. At the least that's what it looks like. On the 4-hour chart the same, and then we wait for the 5-minute chart to play out. Couple of minutes for the London Open, and I would like to go for a sell stop here. Sell stop below this low and a stop loss of 30 pips. So I will go stop loss. It's 15.3. It's 15.367. 15.367. Yep. And a take profit, that's 30, or I will go for 60. So it's about 15. So it's about 15 to 75. Let's modify. So we are ready for the trade on the London Open. Yep. I'm not interested to go long right up here, to be honest. Only in a different market structure, because everything screams bearish here. So I will be more interested to look at the short side of this market. Now, when this first trade goes to 1-to-1 reward to risk, I'm going to move my stop loss to break even to save this trade. And is it Theo, is it okay to trade DAX even before the Frankfurt Open? That's a great question. To trade DAX before the Frankfurt Open, it's not something I will do. I trade the DAX at the Frankfurt Open, and that's at 9 a.m. broker time. So our trade got triggered. For those who goes only for 10 points and they get out of the trade, or 15 points, looks like that is playing out soon if we're going to have a solid breakout and not a false breakout. Again, all traders all the time, we hope for a valid breakout, okay, on the market. So guys, for those who are interested, there are 12 points available in the market. I'm still in the trade. My first trade is in profit now, 47 points. The second trade is in profit, 16 points. So 47 points on the first trade. I will move my stop loss to break even. And I'm willing to take zero money from that trade. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. But at least we preserve the capital. And there are times when the market is going to go to this 2-to-1 effortlessly, and we're going to capture and take these moves. So for those who are taking the first strategy I teach, 18 points already been made so far. There are 10 points available now. So I have to wrap up for today. I hope everyone had a great time on this webinar, understand what we explain about the concepts of trading and all the fundamentals. Please, if you find it valuable, give us some thumbs up, like the video if that's not gonna be a big issue for you guys. In case you haven't subscribed on the YouTube channel, please make sure you do that. And I look forward to see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.